Do you have any more disagreements with your golfing group that day?
No.
What time did you finish playing golf?
11 or so.
And what did you do then?
Ate lunch.
With the same people?
Yeah.
And what did you talk about over lunch?
Who knows?
Did you talk about Nicole?
No.
Did you talk about her during the golfing game?
No.
Did you talk about Paula during golf or lunch?
No.
Did you have a card game?
Yes.
After lunch?
Yes.
Did you talk about Nicole during the card game?
No.
Or about Paula?
I don't believe so.
What'd you have for lunch?
I don't know.
Let me have that golf on. What time did you, did you play for money when you played poker?
Yeah.
I don't know if you played poker. What did you play?
Cards.
What game?
Gin.
Did you play for money?
Yes.
Did you win?
Yes.
How much?
I don't know.
Were you able, did you deal the cards from time to time?
I was having trouble dealing that day.
Were you able to shuffle the cards?
I could deal the cards. I was having trouble shuffling the cards.
Did you not shuffle them as a result?
I tried to a couple of times, and I think Alan Austin did a couple of times.
Shuffled for you?
Yes.
But you dealt all the times, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Who is Mesco?
I don't know.
Caddy?
I don't know.
Who was your caddy?
I can't walk on a golf course with my knees, so I never take a caddy.
You drive?
Yes.
You don't use a caddy?
No.
Were you in a good mood that day?
Great mood.
The whole time?
I was tired, but I was in a good mood the whole time, other than that, you know, the first 2 shots on the second hole.
Did you make any phone calls during that round of golf?
No.
And during the luncheon, did you make any phone calls?
No.
And during the gin rummy game?
I may have, but I'm not sure.
Okay. What time did you leave there?
Around 1 o'clock, I believe.
Did you take your clubs with you?
Yes.
Were they taken to the car for you?
No.
You carried them yourself, right?
Yes.
And did you have any trouble playing golf that day?
I don't know what you mean by trouble.
Physical difficulty, swinging the golf club, playing the game?
You have to see my game and how I swing. Most people would say I do, but it's the way I play. It's the only way I can play because of my knees.
You look a little awkward, you mean?
Yeah, I can't finish on my left side. There's a lot of things I can't do. So.
The swing has been described as an octopus falling out of a tree.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I have a horrible swing.
And it wasn't any different on this occasion, correct?
Well, I would say a little, not only this occasion, but Saturday when I play, when I travel a lot and play, you know, my body bothers me a little more, and I was being evident that I couldn't shuffle the cards. My body was bothering me a little more these 2 days.
It wasn't hurting enough to prevent you from playing, though, right?
There's very little that can keep me from playing.
Or from going to Chicago to play the next morning, correct?
Very little can keep me from playing golf.
Have you ever felt pain before such that you didn't play? Canceled rounds or chose not to
Well,
play?
a stop in the game, yes.
Stopped playing?
Yes.
That didn't happen on the 11th or 12th, correct?
No.
Let me show you some phone records. These were introduced as a... What's the exhibit number, Peter, do you know? These were subpoenaed in the criminal case, and they're for your cell phone. Okay. (613-3232) area code 310.
That could be it, yeah.
Okay. Take a look at 612.
Okay. I'm gonna have a little trouble. I should have brought my glasses.
Which one do you want to look
The
at?
first entry is 7:06 a.m.
Yes.
What does it show there? Call to whom?
I don't know.
Let me see. It says number called message, location message manager. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, then it shows a call of 8 minutes. Do you see that?
Yes.
You picked up your message at that time?
No.
You know what that entry is for?
No.
No idea.
At the time, I don't have any idea, but I'm assuming. Oh, you told me not to assume.
Well, do you now know what it is?
I can only assume now. what
Tell
it
me.
is. I'm assuming it's a message from Paul.
That was made to your message manager.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
It's what it is.
Oh, that's how it shows up on the bill?
Yes.
How do you know? Tell me what tells you that she called you and you didn't pick up your... That's not an entry reflecting you're picking up your message.
Because there's no number there.
No number where?
Here.
Okay. When did you pick up that?
I'm sorry, we can't see what he's
Okay,
pointing
here. I pointed
can't
to
either.
the...
What?
You said you can't either?
I couldn't either see where he was pointing. It's not relevant. It's
You
okay.
want to clarify?
No.
He was pointing to the first line.
I think these guys want to see it.
Here.
And
When did you pick up
All right.
that?
Can we take a break?
Yes.
My partner's got to...
don't start with
Got
that.
it.
You don't want to say that on the record, do you?
We are back on the record now, and the time is approximately 2:40.
Mr. Simpson, I showed you the phone bill, which we're going to mark as the next exhibit in order, and I'll have some copies made at the break, okay? I guess that's exhibit 30, what, 31?
9:30.
39, right. I will tell you, though, that there's some red handwritten notations on this copy, which you should just disregard because they were made by my office, okay? I'm trying to understand the way your phone system worked here. You see in this column with the abbreviation FEAT, feature, I guess, there's a CF there.
Yes.
Do you know what that feature is?
I think it's call forwarding.
And what does that mean?
I believe that means the caller that's coming in is forwarding to my message center.
A call that would be made to your cell phone,
Yes.
and there's no answer, so it goes to a message center. Is that
I
right?
believe so, yes.
Does your cell phone bill pick up when you call your message center from your cell phone to check your messages?
I don't recall. If it did, you would see the phone, I think, on the phone thing here.
What number would we see?
Whatever number that was dialed, I believe. I'm just guessing at this point.
If you were to pick up your messages by calling your message manager, what number would appear in that column? If you made the call from your cell phone.
If I had to guess, no, I can't guess, so I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Would there be a phone number you would dial?
You know, I don't pay my phone bill, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you dial the phone, though, to get your messages, right?
Yes.
And what number did you dial?
I believe I dialed my phone number.
To pick up your messages?
Yes.
Your home phone number or your cell
No,
number?
My cell number.
And if you're at the cell phone, you just did speed dial, but if you're at another phone, you would just punch in your cell phone number. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I would do just what anybody else would call in to do. But once they call in, then you push a code number, I believe, and then the code puts you into your message center.
Okay. Now, when did you pick up Miss Barbieri's message left to you at 7:06 a.m., 8-minute message?
I don't believe I ever did.
Not the whole day?
I don't believe so, no.
You never checked your messages that whole day?
You know, I know I was checking, but I don't believe I ever checked my message.
You know
I
you're
don't think-
checking what?
My message machine at the house when I was at home, and it just seems impossible that I would not have checked my cell phone to me, but obviously sitting looking at this, I didn't.
Well, you could have checked, you could have received that message from a different phone, like your home phone, right?
Possibly, yes.
Okay, now, did you have an answering machine on at home?
Yes.
A normal answering machine or a part of this message manager system?
A normal answering machine.
Where you have to click the button and hear your messages, right?
Yes.
Did you have another answering machine besides that one and besides this message manager system?
No.
It's only two ways you could pick up your messages, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did Miss Barbieri leave you a...
She's got a message or something.
I'd like to go off the record.
Excuse me? Okay. Did Miss Barbieri leave you a message on your message answering machine in your house
No.
that whole day?
No.
Where is that? Where was that machine then?
In my kitchen?
Only one that you used?
Yes.
Okay. Could you pick up your messages from a remote location?
No.
Just in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Were there any messages for you that entire day on that answering machine?
Maybe one. I'm not sure. One that I know the machine picked up because I was at home and I didn't pick it up and I heard the message being left.
You can hear it while it's being left, right?
That one, yes.
And who was the message from?
Mike Haynes.
What did he? That's the ex-football player?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He wanted to talk to me about going to a tournament for a company.
Did you call him back
No.
that day?
No.
Okay, that's the only message on that machine?
That's the only one I recall.
Okay. When you came back the next day, on the 13th, back to Rockingham, did you pick up your messages
No.
on that machine?
No.
Did you check them?
No.
And you know if anybody picked them up for you?
No.
Okay. Now, you called Miss Barbieri several times from your cell phone, correct?
I tried to, yes.
She had an LA local number, and she also had a 305 area code cell phone number, correct?
Yes.
Cell phone number was one she had from a Miami area, right?
Yes.
And you left her messages on each of those occasions, correct?
I don't think so.
When you called her local 470-3468 number and she wasn't home, did she have an answering machine there?
Yes.
You could leave messages, right?
Yes.
And when you dialed the cell phone and she didn't answer, that also triggered an answering machine, right?
No.
You sure of that?
Positive.
Did you talk to her at all that day?
No.
Okay. Well, let me show you. There's a call from your cell phone to the 305 number for the duration of 1 minute 29 seconds. This is Exhibit 39. Okay, you see that entry there, the second entry?
Yes.
Now, were you letting it ring that long?
No. I think once it stopped ringing, someone came on and said that the cell phone is off and whatever the hell.
What does that mean?
The cell phone is out of the area or it's not on or whatever that code is, whatever that is.
You mean when you call someone and they're not at their cell phone?
Yeah, or they have it off.
But this is 1 minute 29, though.
Well, it obviously rang for 1 minute and 29 then.
You were pretty anxious to get her, weren't you?
No.
Not at all?
Not anxious. If I got her, I would have got her. If I didn't, I didn't.
You called her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times from the cell phone. Do you see that?
Yes.
On that day, you never made contact, right?
Yes.
And you also called her from your home phone, right?
I believe so.
How many times from the home phone?
I don't know.
How many messages did you leave her that day?
2. I believe 2.
What did your messages say?
I believe earlier in the day, I said I'd be at the house. Give me a buzz if you're in town or wherever you are. Give me a buzz. And then late that night, because I hadn't heard from all day, the message
Message you left.
the message I left her was, oh, so what is it? What's going on? What's happening? Words to that effect. But anyway, give me a buzz, and I'll be back this week.
Now, when you left that message, you were acknowledging her prior message that she was splitting up with you, right?
No, that's not correct.
You were at her deposition when I took it, right?
Yes.
And you heard her testify that she left you a message early in the morning saying that she was breaking up with you, right?
Yes.
And you heard her testify that you left her several messages that day, right?
Yes.
When did you ever pick up that message of hers?
I don't believe so. I've never heard a message that she said she was splitting up with me, no.
Never.
Never.
Okay. So when you left for Chicago that evening, you had no idea that she wanted to split up with you, right?
No idea at all.
And as far as you were concerned, everything was hunky-dory, right?
Not necessarily, no.
But there wasn't any different from the night before, right?
That's a tough question to answer. I'm sorry, I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, truthfully.
Well,
there's no answer.
don't, wait a minute.
There's no answer then.
Well, you hadn't had any contact with her. You hadn't had any discord with her, or disagreement or conflict with her.
Mm-hmm.
You said you didn't pick up her message, where she
True.
wanted to split up with you, and so far as you knew, things were the same as they were the evening before, correct?
As far as I knew, as far as I had any information of, that's correct.
Well, did you have some other basis to believe things were not correct?
Correct.
What was that?
She didn't call me.
Was she supposed to call you?
Not necessarily, but normally if I leave a message for her, she does.
So you thought maybe she was upset with you?
Yes.
Did you consider the possibility that maybe something could have happened to her?
No.
Maybe she was injured or in the hospital or something?
No,
Why'd you exclude those possibilities?
because I'm a positive person.
Other than that, any reason?
No.
Now, even though you had called her a number of times and couldn't get through to her, you did not check your messages on your cell phone?
I checked it at my house. I may have tried to, but I didn't get through. Just like I wasn't getting through to her when I was trying to make these calls.
Why didn't you get through?
Because when you drive on Sunset, you get through and then it cuts out, then you have to redial again.
Well, when you got to your house, you could have checked your cell phone message manager, right?
Yes.
And did you do so?
It seemed to me that I should have, but I don't recall doing it, no.
Now, you had said earlier that you were very lovey-dovey and romantic the night before, right?
Yes.
So there wasn't any basis for you to think there was a problem, right?
Incorrect.
What was the basis?
I didn't hear.
He said incorrect.
Incorrect.
What was the basis?
I went to play golf.
What did that have to do with anything?
You asked me, is that basic? I went to play golf. I think she told you in her deposition what that had to do with everything.
Yeah, but you didn't know what their deposition was going to be on the morning of, or the day of June 12th.
Don't answer that. That's argumentative.
Responding to his statement.
No.
That's
well,
a fact, correct?
Well, I think that it's a self-evident truth that he didn't know what she was going to testify to. He knew her attitude, but he didn't know what she was going to testify to.
Are you saying that just because you were going to play golf that you knew that she would be upset with you?
I suspected, when she didn't call me, that she was upset that I went to play golf, yes.
But you didn't discuss it the night before?
Not at
and
all.
She didn't show any upset towards you, right?
No.
And you played golf virtually every Saturday and Sunday, correct?
Yes.
And Paula was fully aware of that, right?
Yes.
Is there anything else that, on the basis of which you might have suspected that she was upset with you, other than the fact that you went to play golf?
I don't quite understand how you...
Mr. Leonard, there's no point in your having to suggest answers to the witness.
I'm not
I didn't hear him,
Okay,
but I didn't understand your question totally. I mean,
Okay. You said you suspected she might be upset with you because you went to play golf that morning.
yes.
Is there anything else that caused you to suspect that she might be upset with you?
No.
Okay. When was the next time you spoke to Paula after you saw her on Saturday night?
I believe Monday night.
How did you speak to her?
I think she was with my friends, some friends of mine, and they called me, and she was there with them.
Where?
They were in Vegas.
Who were the friends?
Mark Packer.
Where does he live, in New York?
Yes.
Who else?
I don't know who else.
His wife, Suzanne?
I don't think Mark's married unless he got
I'm
married.
sorry, wait. You said who else and...
And I said, I don't, unless Mark's got married and I wasn't invited.
Maybe
I
I'm
don't think this
mistaken.
man ever get married again.
Who else besides Mark Packer?
Just Mark.
And they called you together? Paul
I
and Mark?
believe, yeah, Paula was with Mark when I first spoke to Paula again, yes.
In this conversation, was there any discussion about her breaking up with you?
No,
Or the message she left you?
no.
What did you discuss? What was happening to you?
I don't think anything was happening to me, what I was feeling maybe. And Paula, what I was feeling, Paula wanted to know if I wanted her there.
And what'd you say?
Not right away, no.
Why that? Why'd you say that?
Because I need to spend time with my kids.
You didn't see your kids until Wednesday, right?
No, that's wrong.
Tuesday night?
The next day,
Tuesday, right?
yes.
In the evening, right?
No, it was about midday, I would imagine.
Hey, you called, let me ask you this. You called Nicole on June 12 also, right?
Yes,
How many times?
once I believe.
Are you unsure?
No, I'm not unsure.
Are you positive?
Pretty positive, yes.
You called her only one time?
Yes.
What time?
I don't know. I was
Yes.
in my car though.
How do you know that?
Because I was in my car because one of the purposes of calling her was when I did get Paula, I was going to pick up Justin and I need to talk about the tickets, and I thought maybe Justin would come and hang with me because she would be, you know, the kids, the girls getting dressed, you know, prettied up for the dance recital.
And did you get through to her?
Yes.
What car were you in?
The Bronco.
What's your best estimate as to the time?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's on the phone thing there.
What's your best estimate?
I'm sure it's on the phone thing there. I don't know.
No recollection without looking at the phone records?
After 1 o'clock, I would think.
After 1 and
Yes.
before when?
Before 5.
Is that the best you can do without the phone records?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you going?
I was on my way to Paula's, and when I didn't get her, I just turned on Barrington and called Nicole.
Where were you coming from?
Golf course.
So this was right after you left Riviera Country Club?
Yes.
You headed over to Paula's?
I was trying to call Paula. If she would have been home, I would have gone to her house, but since I couldn't get through, I called Nicole.
Wilshire and what? That's
I
where
don't know.
Paula lives.
Wilshire and whatever, I don't know.
In Westwood?
Yes.
Okay. Is it east or west of the 405?
East.
Okay. And how far had you gotten to Paula's from Riviera?
Right about to Barrington.
Barrington and what?
Sunset.
Sunset?
Yes.
And then she's not home and you called Nicole?
Yeah.
And she was home?
Yeah.
She answered the phone?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she answered the phone or not.
Did anybody else answer the
I
phone?
don't recall.
And relate that discussion. What you said and what she said.
I can only be in general. I can't be specific, but I know it's basically about the tickets. She was someone was on the phone at the time. And then when she came on, it was about the tickets and what time they'd be there, and if Justin and Sidney was coming, did I get the other tickets? I'm sorry, if Jason Arnell was coming, did I have the other tickets? What time they'd be there? If Jason and them was going, could they get there early? Because we know it'd be sold out from previous experience, and you need the whole seats. And if what was Justin doing? He can come hang out with me until the time. But I think he either was playing with his cousin or waiting for his cousin. And that was it.
Cousin was at the house there?
I'm not sure. Either he was waiting for his cousin or his cousin was there.
Who's his cousin?
Either Sharon or Aaron.
The son of whom?
Denise or Minnie.
Denise's son is Sean?
Yes.
And Aaron is
Aaron is Dominique's son.
Dominique's son. What did you call Dominique initially?
Minnie.
Minnie?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have describe the tone that Nicole displayed?
Normal tone.
Friendly conversation?
Yes.
Did you have a disagreement?
No.
Any conflict?
Rarely with the kids. No.
With Nicole, I mean.
No.
Did
Rarely about the kids, I'm sorry.
Did she say she would save a seat for you?
We were discussing who would get there first, so I don't think saving a seat with me came up because I might have got there before them, so that whoever got there first would try to save seats.
Okay. And did you tell her you were going alone?
No.
How many seats would she know to save for you? Did you tell her that?
No, but she just saved me one, as far as I know.
And if you got there first, how many seats would you save?
I think I pretty much told her I'd have a tough time saving seats because I'd be alone. It's tough to hold 10 seats if you're alone.
You knew her whole family was coming?
At that point, yes.
And how long did that call last?
I don't know.
And were you cordial when you spoke?
Very much so.
Did she ask you if Paula was coming?
She never, ever, ever asked me anything about Paula.
And you didn't bring it up, right?
No.
Did you tell her that you wanted a seat next to the family?
No.
Did that come up at all?
Not at all.
Did the location of your seat come up at all?
No.
Did you discuss with her how you were to receive the tickets if she was already there before you and sitting down?
No, we said we'd get there at 5, so I guess we just assumed we'd meet there at 5.
And, no. Did you have to pay for the tickets?
I don't know. If she sent a bill to the office, I don't know.
Did she discuss with you where Sydney was on the program?
No.
Did you have a discussion how long you would be there?
No, I think I might have asked.
What did she say?
She didn't know.
Did you discuss what would happen after the recital?
No.
Did she say that she was going out for dinner with the family?
No.
Did you ask about that subject at all?
Not at all.
Did you discuss making plans to go out afterwards?
No.
Did you tell her what your plans were afterwards?
No.
Did you tell her that you were going to Chicago?
No.
Did you say anything else that you can remember?
Sorry,
Did you say anything else to her that you can remember?
No.
And did she to you that you can remember?
No.
Okay. I'll show you this phone record. It's, again, Exhibit 39. Can you find the call that you made from your cell phone?
Which call?
To the call that we just talked about?
Is this, what's her number? There's all of these calls, I think, is her phone number. What
was her phone number?
I don't recall, but I think this is it. 829 may have been her phone number. Brentwood is the only number I get. 829-5636. I think,
5636?
yeah, I think that may have been her phone number. I may be wrong there, but I think that must be her phone number.
Do you have trouble seeing close up?
Sometimes, yeah.
You wear glasses?
I don't wear them. I read with them now since I've been in jail.
Did you wear glasses at all in 1994?
No.
Or contacts?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I may be looking at the wrong place here.
Or contacts?
No. I think I'm looking at the wrong place over here. You got to tell me what her number is. Is that 829 her phone number?
No.
Okay.
How about this one, 826-0403? Sound about right?
That could be it, yes.
Yeah, 39. And the time is what, Mr. Simpson? Can you tell there, 3:09?
Gotta look hard.
That's
Yeah.
a duration.
Oh, what is the time there, Mr. Baker?
It's sometime around 2. I can't tell
It's a
you.
military time, right?
14.
Yeah, it's 2:18.
About 2:18? See that?
I don't see it. What show me?
This is the third number down, and the third number down here is 14:18:48, which
Okay.
is 2:18:48
That could be it.
p.m.
Yes,
Okay.
that could be it.
Is that
Yeah.
about right?
That's about right.
Only call you made to Nicole that day, correct?
Yes.
Now, you said you left the golf course at about 1, and this is at 2. What did you say, Mr. Baker?
It's 2:18.
2:18. What did you do in that intervening hour and 18 minutes?
No, see, I think you're wrong. I said I left the ball after 1. I wasn't sure, so it could have been 1. All the guys were there, so it would have been about that time that I left the
What
golf
am I
course.
wrong about?
That I don't believe that I left the court. Said that I left exactly at 1 o'clock. I know it was after 12, after 1 sometime.
When did you leave?
After 12 or after 1.
What's the best you can estimate?
That's the best I can estimate.
Well, if you called at 2:18, do you think you left shortly before then?
Yes.
You didn't go anywhere in between?
No.
Now, after you made that call, what did you do?
Went home.
To Rockingham?
Yes.
In your Bronco?
Yes.
Okay. Did you stop anywhere?
No.
Where did you park?
On Ashford, I believe. Yes.
And did you take anything into the house with you?
At that time, no.
Okay. You went into the home?
Yes.
Was the security system on?
I would believe so. I'm not sure if I remember it in the morning, but I would believe so.
When you got in, did you check your messages to see if she had called you back?
I believe I looked at the machine to see if there was any messages.
Were there any?
I don't recall. I don't think so. Not from her, there definitely wasn't,
Okay.
but I don't think so.
And was anybody home?
No.
What did you do?
I think I turned on the TV, grabbed a book, and laid on the couch, and yeah, that's what I did.
And you don't remember checking your cell phone machine, right?
No.
For messages.
No.
Did you call anybody that afternoon?
I don't recall.
Let me have Mr. Simpson's phone records. To home phone records. How long did you stay on the couch?
I don't know. Kato came in, and I talked to him a little bit. And actually, I stayed on the couch right up till a little before 5.
From about 2:30 to 5 p.m.?
Yeah, because I think I kind of fell asleep a little bit. I was watching, I think a basketball game was on, but I'm not totally sure about that at this point in time.
Now, how did Kato get in the house?
So I'm in the front yard, and I have right by my couch is a door, and he was there stretching, I believe.
By the front yard, you mean that area where your Bentley was parked and the garage
Yes.
door is, that
Yes.
area, right?
Yes.
You could see that to that area from your family room?
No, from my kitchen.
Is that where you were lying down?
Yes.
In the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you do when you saw Kato?
Said hey, and started talking to him.
Did you go outside first?
No, I think he walked in.
The door was open?
It was probably unlocked, yes.
Which door is that?
The door that goes into my kitchen.
Okay. And he came in, and what did you guys do?
Talked.
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
Maybe a little basketball and girls.
What about girls?
Just girls.
Your girls?
I didn't have girls.
What did you have?
A girlfriend.
Paula?
Yes,
Did you talk about Paula?
I believe so.
And what did you talk about?
I think he asked me what was Paula.
What did you say?
I didn't know.
Was that the end of it?
I don't know totally, but I'm sure we talked about it a little more.
What did you talk about, Paula?
I think he was asking me where she was, and I told him, I don't know, she's either out of town or she's hiding from me.
Did you tell Kaelin that she was upset with you?
I may have, that I thought maybe she was. I didn't say she was upset with me, but she's probably pissed or something.
Did you give him the reason why?
I don't think so, but I may have.
Did you say because you played golf?
I know that was part of it.
You told him that?
I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Is that all you did? Is that all you talked about concerning Paula?
Some other girls.
What other girls?
There was a girl he thought I should meet.
What is her name?
I don't know.
Tracy?
Maybe.
No. What did he say about her?
That she was a smart business girl and she was starting business, and he had told her I should meet her and you really should talk to her. She's, Kato, it was a pitch, I guess, and she was not like all the other Playboy girls, and she was smart, and you two would really like talking to each other.
She was a Playboy girl?
I guess so. Playmate.
And did you ask what she looked like?
Yes.
Did you ask her to go get did you ask Kaelin to get a picture of her?
I may have.
And did he do so?
I don't recall.
Did he show you a picture of this woman that day?
I don't recall.
Is her name Tracy Adele, A-D-E-L-E?
I don't recall.
Did you call this person Tracy?
He did.
He called her from where?
Somewhere in my house, I think.
And where did Tracy live then?
In L.A., I believe.
And did you speak to Tracy?
Well, she wasn't home, and I think he left. I know he left a message to call me, or to call the house.
Did you talk on her machine?
No,
And what was the message that he left to Tracy?
I don't know.
It was in your presence, right?
I don't think so, but it may have been, but I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying to her on the machine.
From your hotel room, I mean from your house, he made that call, right?
Yes.
Now, do you remember whether he went out to get a magazine and came back to show it to you?
He may have.
Where did he get it?
I didn't go. I was on the couch.
Did he go to a store and come back?
I don't know.
What happened after you spoke to Kaelin that day?
He left, and I watched or napped or read or whatever I was doing.
Do you know anyone in Bowie, Maryland?
No,
Do you know anyone in Maryland?
no.
Okay. Did you make a phone call to Maryland?
I made a phone call. I don't know if it was to Maryland, but I did make a phone call.
To whom?
I think she called me,
Who's she?
the girl that he was trying to tell me to talk to.
This Tracy?
Yes.
Oh, she
Yes,
did
that's
call.
right.
She did call back, right?
She called, and we started to talk, and I said, you shouldn't get stuck with this phone bill. Give me your number. I'll call you back, so you won't have to pay the phone bill. She said, that's all right, and I said, no, let me do that. And I called her back.
Was that a long distance call?
Yes.
Where was she calling from?
As I just told you, I don't know.
What area code did you dial?
I don't remember.
You knew it was it across the country someplace?
I had no idea where it was.
What time was it?
I don't know.
And what did you and Tracy talk about?
Business, what she was talking about, business, things that she was trying to do. I believe living in L.A., what it was about, not being in the party scene, and essentially that.
Did you make arrangements to see her?
No.
To talk to her again?
I told her if she was in town to let Kato know, and maybe we can, come over and eat, or we can have lunch or something.
Had Kato met this woman before?
I assume so.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to. I assume he did,
Well,
yes.
why did you say let Kato know instead of let you know?
Because she was Kato's friend.
Did Kato arrange women for you from time to time?
I don't know
tried
what you
to.
mean by that.
Find dates for you?
He never did, but he tried to.
He never did in what sense? You
I
didn't
was
let
never
him?
interested.
But you used to talk to them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He never succeeded in finding a successful match, is that what you're saying?
No, he never succeeded in getting me to go out with any of the girls that he wanted me to go out with.
Okay.
But that's a clever question. I'll give you a gold star for that one.
Yeah, if you didn't know where this person was calling you from, why were you concerned about the phone bill?
Because I knew she was out of town, and it was a long-distance call.
You knew it was long distance, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't know where.
No, I didn't know where.
Okay. Was Kaelin there when you made that call?
No.
Now, did you and Kaelin talk about your ex-wife, Nicole?
At that time,
Yes.
I don't think so.
No discussion at all about her?
I don't think so.
Did you tell Kaelin you were going to this recital?
Yeah,
You made a special trip back to attend this recital, right?
mainly yes.
You were in the East, right?
Yes.
And your friend Bender tried to talk you into staying in the East, right?
I wish he had succeeded,
Why is that?
because then I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
What did you tell him when he suggested that you stay in the East?
I told him I thought about it. I came close to staying. But I felt I couldn't miss Sydney's recital, and plus we had a thing Saturday night I could have taken Paula to, so thinking about it all, it was best just to come home and do that.
Did you talk to Nicole about that decision?
No.
When was the last time before the call you made to Nicole on the afternoon of June 12th that you had spoken to her before then?
Either Wednesday, I believe Wednesday night. Could have been Thursday night, but I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday night.
Was that a telephone call?
Yes.
And when was the last time you spoke to Nicole before she died?
Spoke with
Yes.
her? Like a conversation or
Yes.
something? 2 o'clock that day.
Of-
2 whatever, 18, whatever you said that was.
Last time you spoke to her?
Yeah, have a conversation with her, yes.
Last time you saw her?
Was at the recital.
Well, the last time you spoke to her, did you have a conversation with her at the recital?
No.
Okay. Now, did you tell this Tracy, or whoever this person was, about Nicole?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And did you tell Kaelin you were going to the recital?
Yeah.
And did you talk about meeting up with Nicole there?
I don't think so, no.
No discussion at all?
What do you mean, meeting up with Nicole at the recital?
The interaction that you would have with Nicole, seeing her there and what that would be like.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Did you fall asleep at all that day?
We've been through this.
I believe so, yes.
How long did you sleep?
I don't know.
When did you wake up?
Right before it was time to go to the recital.
When did Kaelin leave the house?
I don't know.
You slept on the couch?
Yes.
Okay. Got up around 4:45 and dressed, right?
Roughly, yeah.
And you were
Probably
late?
a little later than that because I felt I was really late.
Because you were sleeping.
I think I fell asleep. I mean, as I said, I was reading, I was watching TV, and I dozed off. I evidently dozed off, yes.
When you woke up, though, you immediately saw you were running late?
Yes.
And then showered, changed, and went?
Yes.
And you were in no
I
place?
didn't shower, I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I did not shower.
You did not shower?
No.
You changed and left?
Yes.
And you drove the Bentley over to the recital?
Yes.
And what time did you arrive at Paul Revere Junior High School?
I think just a little after 5.
And when you went into the recital, had it already begun?
Yes.
Was it dark?
I mean, dark, not like a movie theater dark, no, but you can see, you know. If I was in the back and they were sitting in the front row and turned around, I would be able to see them. Yes.
Were they sitting in the front row?
No.
Where were they sitting?
In the back row.
They being whom?
The family.
The Brown family?
Yeah, the Brown family and the Fishman family.
Meaning Ron and Cora?
Yes.
Did they have a child there too?
I believe so. One daughter was dancing. I can't remember if the other kids were there.
Now, when you got to the entrance, how did you get your ticket to enter?
I just told the lady my ticket is inside.
And did she let you in?
Yes.
And where did you go?
I went to the left of the auditorium and started walking down the left aisle. And at some point, Justin and Aaron ran up and grabbed me.
And what did you then do?
I followed them back out to the lobby, over to the right side of the theater, and asked Nicole for my ticket.
They saw you and came to you to tell you that you were going the wrong way, babe?
Yes.
They brought you over to the right side?
Yes.
And you went over to Nicole
Yes.
and asked for your ticket?
Yes.
Did you say anything before that?
No.
What did you say?
I need the ticket.
And what did she say?
Oh. Here.
Did she get up?
No.
She handed it to you?
No, I think she handed it to Dominique, who handed it to me. They were in the middle of the row, and I was on the end of the row, and it was standing room only.
Now, when you were at the end of the road, you were talking across all those people to Nicole, who was in the middle?
Actually, I was trying to lean behind them and got their attention, and they just passed the thing over.
You were
to me.
standing up, right?
Yes.
And was there a seat saved for you?
Yes, but it was on the other side. Yes.
Other side of what?
The row.
Of the aisle?
Yes.
Was there any members of the family on that side?
Yes.
Who?
Denise, Lou, Judy.
And was there a seat next to them for you?
No.
Where was your seat?
My seat was in the back row, corner seat.
How far from the family?
Justin was next to me. Justin and Aaron, or Sydney, depending who was there, were in the two seats next to me.
Sorry, Justin and Aaron are sitting.
Or Sydney, they were up and gone. They were sitting in the two seats next to me. Then Nicole was seated in the fourth seat end. Then Dominique was seated next to her. Then directly in front of me was Denise, with Cora Fishman sitting next to her. Then directly in front of them were Lou Brown, Judy Brown, and Ron Fishman.
Were you in the same section as Nicole?
I was 2 seats from Nicole.
2 seats from Nicole?
Yeah, with 2 seats between us for our kids.
And they were sitting there the whole time?
No, as I told you, they were up and moving around.
So the seats were largely empty?
Not largely empty. Sometimes they were all there, and I would have Justin sit in my lap.
Okay, and then who was next to your left?
Either Aaron or Sydney.
Who was to your right?
Nobody. An aisle. People were standing because it was standing room only.
You had an aisle seat?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you leave at some time during the recital?
Yes.
What time did you leave?
I don't know.
How long into the recital did you leave?
Roughly 19 dances.
Did you have a program?
Yes.
Did it show where your daughter was in the order?
Yes.
Near the end, you said?
Yes.
And when you left, did you tell anyone where you were going?
No.
Before you sat down, by the way, did you talk to anybody, like who was outside, and
No.
see any friends?
People said hello to me and stuff, but nobody in particular.
No conversation?
No.
Why did you get up to leave?
Because I noticed that the fathers were giving as the kids were finishing their dances, they'd be leaving, and they'd have these bouquet of roses and things, and I had forgotten to get Sydney flowers.
Did you ask Nicole whether she had any for you?
No.
Okay. And you didn't tell anybody where you were going?
No.
Did you tell them you would be back?
No.
Okay. And you got up and left?
Yes.
Got in your car?
Yes.
This is the Bentley, right?
Yes.
And what did you do?
I drove to a florist.
Where?
On Gorham, I believe it's Gorham and San Vicente.
And you bought some flowers there?
Yes.
And no stops in between, right?
No.
And what did you buy?
Roses, I believe. Yes.
For Sydney?
For Sydney.
Anybody else?
No.
And you came back then
Yes.
and parked and went back in
Yes.
and sat in the same place? And you,
Pretty much so, yes.
or a different place?
I think it was the same place.
And were you carrying the roses in your hand?
Yes.
Okay. Did you miss your daughter's performance?
No.
And then she came on and performed at some point?
Yes.
And when did it end?
Whenever it ended, I don't know.
What time was it?
I have no idea.
What happened when it ended?
Do you mean the whole program or his daughter's dance?
The whole program. Did you stay till the end?
Mm-mm.
Okay. After your daughter's
Sorry, that was no.
That was no.
After your daughter's performance was over, the program was still going on.
Yes.
Did you get up to leave?
Yes.
Did the rest of the family get up to leave?
Some did, some didn't.
Who got up?
Nicole and Dominique left. I think everybody but Judy and Lou.
Did you get up before Nicole and Dominique?
No.
Okay, they got up first.
Yes.
And then after they got up and left, you got up and left, right?
Yeah, when I was standing I stood up and stood at the entry looking for Sydney.
And did she come to you?
No, I didn't see her.
Okay. Did you see her before the program was over?
I believe so, yes.
And when did you see her?
Well, just minutes later, Ron Fishman had his camera, and Justin was running around and said, "Where's Sydney?" And then I saw Sydney walking to the side of the building, and I called her. And she came up, and Ron Fishman was going to take some pictures, but he only had one shot left, and he took the shot.
You
And I
gave
gave her a
Sydney
call.
the flowers?
Yes.
Okay, did you pick her up?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
And you asked Fishman to take a picture
No,
of you?
he had asked earlier, do you have a camera, you want to take a picture of the kids? You and Sydney, this was earlier. And
When
I said,
earlier?
When I first walked out. And I said, sure. And then when I saw Sydney, which was a few minutes later, he took the picture.
Okay, so when you got up to walk out, you spoke for a bit to Fishman.
Yes.
What'd you talk about?
He was, at that point, was taking the pictures.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Now, after the picture was taken, then what happened?
He was telling me about Faye Resnick.
Now, where are you talking to him now at this point?
I think we're inside the lobby of the auditorium.
Performance still going on?
I don't know.
Okay. And where was Nicole and Dominique?
I have no idea.
Did you ask?
Ask Ron Fishman?
Yes.
No.
Or ask anybody else?
No.
Did you try to talk to Nicole?
I didn't see her.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Okay. So you were chatting with Fishman about Resnick.
Well, he was telling me. I was listening.
What did he say?
He was saying, oh boy, what's happening? What's all the stuff that was going on, basically. That Fishman was, that Faye was in a rehab, and Christian and Nicole had an argument, and just that crap.
What did you say?
For him, I said, man, I tell you, get a lawyer, get a shrink, get away from it.
What else did you say?
That was just about it.
When you said get away from it, what did you mean? Get away from what?
He and his wife were having big problems, and this guy was going wacko. I was saying, get away from it. It was just eating at him.
Did you say anything to him in reference to the Resnick discussion?
No.
Did you comment at all about that?
I might have, but I don't recall what it was.
And how long did that conversation last?
A few minutes, I guess.
Did you talk to any other friends there?
I mean, people came by and said hi and hey, what's going on? And I think I took a picture or two with other kids. Yes.
Did you see any of your other friends there?
I've seen a lot of people I knew there, yes. I mean,
Can you
these are
name
all
the people that spoke to you that you know?
The coach of my daughter's basketball team spoke to me. Just
What's his name?
her name. I can't think of her name right now. I helped coach the team with them, but I can't think of her name right now. And I apologize. But I think you guys have her name. Just I have everybody talk to me. So, Garvey lady spoke to me. Just people. I mean, just everybody that was there. I mean, these people I've seen for years, and they all speak, and you say, hey, what's going on? Hi, blah, 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 blah. Sydney's beautiful. Oh, your girl looked great.
What was your mood that evening, that time?
Normal.
Normal?
Yeah.
Were you upset about anything?
I might have been bothered by what Fishman was saying. It was sad what he was saying.
About his own personal problems with his wife?
About the whole thing.
What
About all
whole
of
thing?
it. About Faye Resnick having to be put in a rehab. Nicole not telling Christian, but telling her ex-husband. I mean, it's not. I felt bad for him. It was not nice stuff to hear.
Other than that, were you feeling normal?
Yes.
Okay. And then, what did you do after you spoke to Fishman? Did you leave?
No, I walked outside and was talking with Lou Brown, and I think Ron was joining us, and the kids were running around.
You struck up a conversation with Lou?
I don't know if I struck up a conversation with Lou or Lou struck up a conversation with me, but
What did
we
you
were all
talk about?
talking. Just all kind of crap, whatever was happening, what's going on, blah blah blah, whatever this and that,
Did you and he talk about Nicole?
I don't think so. I think Judy at one point, when she was worried about Nicole, or where they were, or if they were going to dinner, at that point, Lou and I was teasing Lou about Nicole, about avoiding Nicole.
That you were trying to avoid Nicole?
That's why I wasn't going to dinner, yes.
Did they talk to you about going to dinner?
Judy was running around really agitated about where was Nicole. I thought we were going to dinner. Has anybody seen Nicole? So she at this point was asking various people where was Nicole, and said, I thought we were going to dinner. I guess we're going to dinner. And at one point, I think Nicole and them were beginning to drive up, and she said to me,
Who?
words to effect, Judita, words to the effect, and it would have been a question at the end. You're not going to dinner with us, or are you going to dinner with us, or something like that. And I said, oh no. And then Lou and I started teasing about it, and that's what you saw in the video. When you saw Lou and I laughing as we were walking over there and stuff, that's what we're laughing at. We're talking about women.
Did Judita invite you to dinner?
No, I think it was more of a question than anything. She was just talking about dinner, but I don't think it was her place to invite me. But that's neither here nor there.
And did Nicole invite you?
No,
Did anyone invite you?
no.
Was there some tension between Nicole and you?
That day, no, not at all. Not for me, anyway, but
do you
maybe from her.
Do you believe that she had some tension towards you then, that evening?
How would you know? I mean, that calls for pure
Hey,
speculation.
you knew this woman for 17 years. He could tell.
But she didn't give me anything negative. She didn't exude anything negative towards me. No.
You felt everything was normal between the two of you for that evening?
Yes, for that evening, yes.
You didn't feel that she was ignoring you or avoiding you?
No, not at all.
You didn't feel that she was making a point of not being polite or pleasant with you?
I don't think she made a point not to be polite.
And do you
at
think
all.
she was polite and pleasant towards you?
I just did not pay any attention to it, so I don't know. I know I made a point to avoid her
Why?
because I had been avoiding her,
Why?
because I didn't want any hassles.
Well, we're going to stop here because he has to change the tape.
Yeah.
This is the end of
Just
tape
take a short
number
break.
two,
We'll finish
volume
up and go to 5.
It's approximately 3:31, and we are off the record.